This video is brought to you by CENDANA, Malaysia's umbrella body for the cultural and creative economy, connecting creators, regulating bodies, private businesses, policymakers, and consumers, nurturing these entities individually while keeping a collective goal. For more information, do check out the links in the description below. So I'm gonna hit you with a curveball here. This is partly, I would say, existential, and I just want to know, like, what do you think about this? Like, why haven't we thought about this sooner in the 21st century? And like, I do believe there is a reluctance from dance artists, around the world to monetize their works digitally. Not just like you said, being commissioned by a festival or a company to present their works, to choreograph, but digitally, a completely different terrain we're talking about, but something that has, of course, quite inevitably has grown over the past few years, let's say, and is certainly one for the future, right? Like, we cannot ignore the fact that the digital world has also brought us a lot of benefits, like we're doing right now, remotely speaking from across the world. So what can we do? Like, what do you think, firstly, like, what has taken us so long to realize this, to monetize our works digitally and also accept this very, very potentially beneficial digital terrain for dance?
Now, excuse me, I'm not sure I can answer that in a short fashion because I think that there are many reasons for that. And some of the reasons that, that I will say might frustrate some people, but, you talked about the elephant in the room, and we'll approach that. One of the big reasons is the lack of technical proficiency. That's a big reason. The dance industry as a whole is traditionally not very technically minded, with respect to computers and internet and all that. So just to give you a real concrete example, before the pandemic started, I would, since when we were starting Choreography Online, we would set up a lot of meetings with choreographers, like online meetings of choreographers all over the world. And literally most of the time, nobody even knew how to join the video conference. And people were asking me, what do I do? I don't understand. And I would say, just click on the link. And they'd be like, I don't understand. What do you mean click on the link? And just simply click on the link. And I'm being serious. And then the pandemic started and everyone was forced to learn how to use video conferencing. But then again, you look at, well, what are they using for video conferencing? Everyone's using Zoom. Why Zoom? Well, because one person did it and everyone's like, oh, what are you using? Oh, Zoom. No one has really, I can't say no one now, but very few in the dance industry have even researched to see, is there anything better than Zoom? Because there are actually a lot of companies out there doing this, but everyone's using Zoom. It's a very curious phenomenon, I think. So that's one of the reasons. There are other reasons. There's this feeling that, especially among concert dance, like in the contemporary ballet and a lot of the contemporary fields, that they don't want to let go of direct control of their work. So a lot of times they will say, well, I'm not going to let anyone dance my work unless I myself am there to teach it and set it. Okay. So, but what this does, and they're not realizing this, or maybe just haven't thought of it, is that the dancers are no one's ever going to dance your work exactly as you have it in your head anyway. They just won't, because they're different people. And, they might get close, they might not get close, but they're going to do it to the best of their ability, but it's still going to be different every single time. And it happens in music, but in music, we understand the beauty of the fact that it's different. And in dance, we often, and like I said, I'm talking about certain milieus in dance, not all of them. Street dance is a little bit different, but we get stuck into, no, it has to be exactly the way I intended in my head. And therefore I have to be there. Well, that also ends up limiting your visibility, because if you have to be there every time, well, then it's, you're your opportunities are very, very limited, because the fact of the matter is not a lot of people have that kind of money to bring you in every time. And second of all, because not a lot of people do, then your work is being shown less often than if you let it go, if you were able to let that go, and therefore your notoriety is being severely limited.